Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will talk about SQL. It is one of the most important language that you should learn if you are aspiring to become a data analyst. In this video, I will work on 17 beginner level questions, how to solve them in SQL. If you are new to SQL, you can watch my previous video on the basics of SQL. What is SQL? How to use the commands? What are the types of commands? If you want to watch, I will share the link for that. In this video, let's get started with the 17 beginner level questions and how to solve them. For that, I am using sqlpractice.com website where you can log in, or without login also you can just start practicing, right? So here you can see right inside it is the easy mode. So I have selected easy. Once I start, it will give me the questions and I have to give the answers. Now let's get started by click on the start button. My first question is show first name, last name and gender of patients whose gender is male, that is M. So you can see table info is table name is patients. These are the columns and you can see this is my primary key patient ID, right? And these are the data types. All right. So now if I have to write show first name, so I'll just change this. Let me just type again, select first name tab comma last name and gender from table name is patients, right? Where, so now where clause will be written here because we need to type in the condition that gender should be male, right? Where gender is equal to male, right? And now we can make it in the format that is desired. For this you can click Ctrl plus Q. So now select first name, last name, gender from table name patients where gender is equal to M. Let's try to execute this. You got the query correct. So now our answer, our solution is absolutely correct. We got the first name, we got the last name, we got the gender, right? So this is how we have to type in the query. Now click on the next question. So you can see this is the easy mode. We are on the easy mode and we will try to solve all the questions in the easy mode, right? Let me just remove this. Show the first name, last name of patients who do not have allergies, right? So we have to select first name, last name of the patients from the table patients who do not have allergies, where allergies is null, right? So this is what we want, where allergies is null. First name, last name from patients where allergies is null. Let's see if this is correct or not. Control plus enter. You got the query correct. So this is also a right solution. You can see the solution given by the computer is select first name, last name from patients where allergies is null, same as our solution. So now let's go to the next question. Show first name of patients that starts with the letter C. We have to give, or we have to give the output with the name of all the patients whose name, first name, starts with letter C. So for that, select first name from patients table. So now we have selected the first name from the table patients where the first name starts. For starts, we will use keyword like, and it will start from C and it can be anything after C. So for that, we will use percentage sign and then quotes, right? So it would be select first name from table name patients where my first name like C percentage. So all the first names which are starting from C alphabet that records should show, right? Now let's click on Control plus Enter. You got the query correct, right? So this is what the solution given by the computer also. Select first name from patients where first name like C percentage, right? View alternate solutions. Okay, so computer has given me another solution for the same query. Select first name from patient, same till now, where substring. So it has used the function substring on the column first name. So it will fetch the first alphabet from this column 1 and till 1. So starting from 1 and ending at 1. So this one is showing me the length, this is showing me the position. So this will give me the C. If it is equal to C, then give me all the records. Right. So this is another way of getting the solution. All right. So now let's go to the next question. Show first name and last name of patients that weight within the range of 100 and 120 inclusive. So it should include 100 kg as well as 120 kg. So I will type select first name comma last name from patients table where the weight between. So I will use the keyword between. It will give me between 100 and 120, right? So select the first name as well as the last name from table patients where the weight is between 100 and 120 inclusive. If I execute this query, let's see what happens. You got the query correct. This will give me first name as well as the last name for all the queries where the weight is between 100 and 120, right? The solution given by the computer is also the same, right? Let's see what is the alternative solution. All right, so the computer is giving me alternate solution as select first name, last name from table name patients where weight is greater than equal to 100 and weight is less than equal to 120. So instead of using the between keyword, the computer has shown weight is greater than equal to 100 and weight is less than equal to 120. So it will include 100 as well as 120 and all the values in between. All right. All right. So let's move to the next question. Update the patient's table from the allergies column. If the patient's allergies is null, then replace it with NKA. So now we have to use update command, right? So for that it will be update, table name is patients, set. Now we have to set the column allergies equal to NKA where allergies is null. So what I am doing is update the patients table, update table, set. So this is the syntax: update, then table name, then set the column name equal to particular value where the column name is null or whatever is the requirement. Here I have the requirement as allergy is null. So if the patient's allergies is null, then replace it with NKA. So I am setting allergies is equal to NKA where allergies is null. Let's see what happens after executing. Control plus enter. You got the query correct. So this is perfect. Update table name, set allergies or set column name is equal to value where the column name is null. So it is also showing me number of rows modified 2059. All right. I hope this particular command is also clear. Now let's move to the next question. Show first name and last name concatenated into one column to show their full name. I have first name as a column, last name as a column, but now I want one column which is concatenated first name plus last name in one column itself. Right, so first of all, I'll just delete the previous command. Now I will select, now I will use concatenate, concat bracket, first name, comma, last name as full underscore name from patients. Right, so what this will give me, concatenated column as full name. So I will use keyword as to give me the column name. So full name is the column name and all the values will be concat of first name plus last name. But in this I won't get any space. For example, if the name is Rahul Kumar, so first name is Rahul, last name is Kumar, there won't be any space in between. So the output will be Rahul Kumar. But the output I want is Rahul space Kumar. Right. For this, I will add the space quotes, space bar, then again quote, and then comma. Right. Now I will remove this. This is my command. Select concat of first name space last name as full name from the table name. Right, so this will give me show first name last name concatenated into one column. So this is my one column. Right, now let's execute this, control plus enter. So you can see all the names are there, full underscore name, Donald space Waterfield, Mickey space Basha. Right, so this is the solution given by the computer as well. Select concat first name space last name as full name from patients. There is another solution given by the computer. Let's see what is there. So it is showing me first name, select first name, and then there is a symbol of parallel lines. So this is also depicting the concatenation. So if you want to concatenate 2 or 3 columns, you can use this symbol as well instead of using concat as a text. Right, so it is select first name, concatenation symbol, then space, then again concatenation symbol, last name from patients. Right, so both of these solutions are absolutely correct. Now let's move to the next question. Show first name, last name and the full province name of each patient. First let me remove the previous command. Here you can see the table info is patients as well as province underscore name. So there are two tables. So maybe we have to use the join function, join command to fetch the data from another table. Let's see what is that. Now, if I want to see my table patients, so select star from patients. Let's execute this. Don't worry about the incorrect solution. I'm not interested in that. I'm just showing you the table name and the records in the table. So this is how the records are: patient ID, first name, last name, gender, birth date, city, province ID, allergies, height and weight. So I'm interested in province underscore ID. So you can see the query is to show first name. This is my first name, then last name, and then full province name. Full province name is not present in this table. So there is a province underscore ID, that is ON, right? So instead of ON, we want Ontario, right? So maybe there is another table by the name of province underscore names where we can fetch the data for all these province underscore ID. Let's see for that particular table, province underscore names. If I execute this, this will give me province ID and then province name. If I go to ON, this will give me Ontario. So I want Ontario instead of ON, right? So already for these two columns, first name and last name, I will use the table patients. For full province name, I will use table province underscore names, right? So let's get started. Select first name, comma, last name, comma, province underscore name. right? So let's define, I want first name from table 1, then last name from table 1, province underscore name from table 2, right? From table 1 is patients, right? I will define this as table 1 because these are my table 1, right? So let me just make it more clear. Select this column, this column, this column from table patients, and I have defined it as T1 to make it more easy for us to write. Otherwise, if I am not writing T1, I can write here as patients table, patients table. T2 is my province underscore names table from patients on, or before on I have to join this table, right? So I will join with table name as province underscore names on. So I'm joining this table with this table on what column? So which are my two columns on which my table can join? So those particular columns are province underscore ID, because in patients also I have province underscore ID, right? In province underscore names also I have province underscore ID. On this particular key I can join these two tables, right? So on patients dot province underscore ID equal to province underscore names dot province underscore ID. So what I'm doing is I'm fetching the first name and last name from patients table. I'm fetching province underscore name from province underscore names table. From table patients, join province underscore name on, and this is the condition. There is a column through which I can fetch the data from another table, right? If I execute this, control plus enter, I am getting the correct answer. Now, what I was doing is instead of patients, I was using T1. Instead of province underscore names, I was using T2. So now I will fix this patients as T1, province underscore names as T2. Again here it will be T1, here it will be T2. So this will make it more easy to read because these table names are huge. I am replacing them by two characters only. Also, if the query is huge, if it is large, I am typing more lines, I can easily use T1 and T2 instead of writing full names, right? So this is the usage of using these nomenclatures. All right, so now let's go to the next question. The next question is, show how many patients have a birth date with 2010 as the birth year. All right, so first let me just delete this. Select, I have to get the display as the count of the patients. How many? So it will be count of patient ID from table patients, right? Where the birth date is equal to 2010. So year of birth date, I can write year of the column birth date is equal to 2010, right? Select the count from table patients where year of birth date is equal to 2010. Let's see if it is correct. The query doesn't match the expected output. All right, so these codes are not required here. Let's see if this will solve the problem. Yes. So year of the birth date is 2010. I don't need to type in the codes, and this is showing me the correct query outcome. Now there is alternative solution to this. Instead of writing this, I can write where birth date is greater than equal to 2010 0101, right? So birth year is 2010 and birth date is less than equal to 30, okay, 2010, then the month is 12, date is 31. So I am including all the dates from 1st of January 2010 to 31st December 2010. So this will also give me the same outcome. Alright, so let's see what is the alternative solution. See, this is the one I have also written, right? Where birth date is greater than equal to this 1st January 2010 and less than equal to 31st December 2010, right? So both the outcomes are same. And instead of writing the patient underscore ID, I can type in the asterisk because this will also give me the total rows. Alright, so now let's go to the next question. Alright, so before going to the next question, I want to show you one thing. Here I've written select count. So this is giving me the column name as count patient underscore ID. But if I have to replace the column name with some particular column name as defined by me, so what I can do is I can use as and then type in the column name. Like for example, if you want to write total patients as the column name. So if I execute this, instead of count bracket patient underscore ID, I will get total patients, right? So this is quite effective and useful to read the output. All right, so go into the next question. In this, the question is show the first name, last name and height of the patient with the greatest height. So I have to select first name, comma last name, comma height from patients table for all the patients where the highest height is selected. So here I can easily write max of height as height from the patients table. So I'm selecting first name, last name and maximum height as height from patients table. This should give me one record or multiple records for the highest height. So if I have multiple records with the same height, it will give me multiple records. If there is one record with the highest height, it will give me one record. Let's click on Control plus Enter. So it is giving me one record, Sam Haruko, with the height of 226. The query is correct. The solution given by the computer also is the same. First name, last name, max of height as height from patients. There is an alternative solution. Let's see what it is. Select first name, last name, height from patients where height is equal to select max height. So there is query inside another query. This is also very effective. So what the computer has done is it has selected the height where the height is equal to max of height. All right. So now let's move to the next question. Show all columns for patients who have one of the following patient ID 145, 534, 879, 1000. So there are 5 patients IDs. So I have to get all the columns for the patients who have one of the following patient ID. So for that I can type in select star from patients table where patient ID in, and I can type in all the patient ID 45, then 534, then I have 879, then I have 1000. So what it is showing me, select star. Star means everything. Select every column for the given condition. Select star from patients table where my column name patient underscore ID is in 145, 534, 879, 1000. So whenever the patient ID hits in all these IDs, it will give me all those records. Control plus enter. Let's execute this. The answer is correct. Select star from patients where patient underscore ID in In is the keyword where I am saying to the computer, whenever the patient ID is in all these IDs, whenever it is there, it will give me all those records. Alright, you can see all the columns: patient ID, first name, last name, gender, birth date, city, province ID, allergies, height and weight. All the columns are coming here. Instead of asterisk, if I selected particular columns, if I've selected like first name, comma, last name, comma, gender, then it will give me only these 3 or 4 columns. Right? Now let's move to the next question. Show the total number of admissions. So the table name is admissions. Let's see what is the information. It has 5 columns: patient ID, admission start, admission date, discharge date, diagnosis, attending doctor ID. So I have to show the total number of admissions. So for that, I will select count of star from the table admissions. So what I'm doing is select count from admissions. This will give me total number of admissions. Let's try to execute this. Right, so this is giving me count asterisk as total count of 5067. So as I told you before, if you want to change the column name over here, you can use as and then type whatever you want as the column header, right? So now let's move to the next question. The next question is show all the columns from admissions table where the patient was admitted and discharged on the same day. So the table info, what I want to say is admission date and the discharge date is same, right? So I know the condition, show me all the columns. For that, I will use select star from admissions where admission date is equal to discharge date. Select star. Star means each and every column, all the records from admissions where the admission date is equal to discharge date. If I execute this, control plus enter, the query solution is correct. This will give me all the patient IDs for the condition admission date is equal to discharge date. All right, let's move to the next question. This is again related to the table admissions. Show the patient ID and the total number of admissions for the patient ID 579. So I am interested in only patient ID 579. The query is asking me to show the patient ID and total number of admissions. Total number of admission would be count of patient ID as total admissions from admissions table where patient ID is equal to 579. So let's see what it is. I'm selecting patient ID because it is asking me to show patient ID and the total number of admissions. Total admissions would be count, not distinct count, because I want total patient IDs. For example, if there are 3 admissions for patient ID 579, it should show me 3, not 1. If I use distinct count, it will show me 1. But I want total number of admissions for the patient ID 579. So I will use count as total underscore admissions. So I am just defining the column header from the table admissions where my column name, that is patient underscore ID, is equal to 579. Now let's try to execute this. It is giving me the correct answer. Similarly, the solution given by the computer is same to ours, just that instead of patient underscore ID, computer has used asterisk, as I have told you before as well, right? So it is select patient underscore ID, comma count of asterisk as total underscore admissions from the table name admissions where the patient underscore ID is 579. The solution, or you can say output, is the 579 as the patient ID and number of admissions as 2. All right, so let's move to the next question. Based on the cities that our patients live in, show unique cities that are in province ID NS. So whenever the province ID is NS, I want those records. So let me remove this. I want unique cities. So select distinct bracket city from patients table where province ID is equal to NS. So what I am typing is distinct city. I should get the list of all those cities based on the cities that our patients live in. Show unique cities. For unique, I am using distinct that are in province ID NS, where province ID is equal to NS. Let's try to execute this. Control plus enter. The query is correct. Select distinct city as unique underscore cities from patients where province ID is equal to NS. Same I can use as and the column header. What is the alternative solution that the computer is providing? Select city from patients group by city having province ID is equal to NS. So what it is doing, it is not using distinct as the function because it is using group by. So in group by, you are already grouping on the basis of city. So it won't repeat itself. So by group by, you are getting all the distinct, or you can say unique cities where the province ID is NS. So with group by, you can use having instead of where. So whenever you are using having, it should be with group by. So once you're using group by city, using having makes sense. So select city as a column name from table patients group by. So you can say you're using it as a pivot group by city column having province ID is equal to NS. All right. Now let's get to the next question. Write a query to find the first name, last name, and the birth date of patients who have height more than 160 and weight more than 70. So the question is selecting the first name, then last name and birth date of all the patients from patients table where height is more than that is greater than 160 and my weight is greater than 70. So I'm selecting first name, last name, birth date as asked. First name, last name, birth date of all the patients who have height more than 160, that is where height is greater than 160 and weight is more than 70. So this is not inclusive. If I have written greater than equal to 160, it will include all the records where the height is 160. But I don't want those records. I want only those records where height is greater than 160 and weight is greater than 70. So both these conditions should be fulfilled. Let me try to execute this and the query is correct. I am getting three columns, first name, last name, birth date, as I have selected these three columns only on the basis of these two conditions. Alright, so now let's get to the next question. Write a query to find list of patients, first name, last name and allergies from Hamilton where allergies are not null. Select first name, comma, last name, comma, allergies from patients table where city equal to Hamilton and allergies is not null. Right, so what I'm doing is I have to select, or I have to query the list of all the patients, first name, last name and allergies. So first name, last name and allergies from the table patients, where the city is Hamilton, where city is equal to Hamilton, and allergies are not null, so where allergy is not null. So if I type in not null like this is wrong. This is not such kind of keyword where we can use in the conditions. So we have to use space, not space null. If we try to execute this, control plus enter, I am getting the correct answer. Right. Instead of this, if I had used not null like without space, this will give me the error. Right. Instead of is, if I used equal to, allergy is equal to not null, this would have also given me the error, because for not null I have to use is. Also for null I will use is. So if I have to type in is null, I will use like this. If I have to use not null, I will use not space null. Alright, so from this I will get first name, last name, allergies for all the patients from the table patients, where the city is Hamilton. I mean the patients are living in Hamilton and their allergies are not null. Alright, so coming to the next question. Based on cities where our patient lives in, write a query to display the list of unique city starting with the vowel A, E, I, O, U. Show the result order in ascending by city. So I have to show list of unique city, distinct city from patient's table, where the city starts with the vowel A, E, I, O, U. For that, what I can use is city like, then A percentage. Then whenever the city starts with A, it will give me all those records. Or city like, again the percentage as A, E, and then percentage, or city like percent I percentage, or city like O percentage, or city like U percentage. So what I'm doing is selecting distinct city, that means unique city names from the table patients, where city starts with A, or city starts with E, or city name starts with I, or it starts with O, or it starts with U. This is what we want. Display the list of unique cities starting with the vowel A, E, I, O, U. Show the result order in ascending by city. So where city like A, E, I, O, U, order by city. So now if I try to execute this will give me the correct solution. But instead of ascending order, if I had the question of sorting on the basis of descending, I would have used descending here, DESC, order by city, DESC. Then it will have given me the list on the basis of descending. For ascending, I can use ASC, or by default it is ascending, so I don't use that, right? So this is it about this question. Let's get to the next question. Okay, so now the SQLpractice.com says you completed all questions for this difficulty. Try to solve skipped questions or select another difficulty. So now we have completed all the questions for the easy level, and there were 17 questions. I have given you the solution for all these 17 questions. I have told you how to solve step by step all these 17 questions. In the next video, I will work on medium level where you can see all the questions. If I select medium, these are the incomplete question selection. You can see show unique birth years for patients and order them by ascending. All these questions I will be answering in the next video. So in this video, I worked on all the questions in easy difficulty. I hope this was really helpful for you. If you don't know SQL, just work on all the videos I am preparing for you, because these are from the basic level, and then I will make you reach to the top level with the hard difficulty level as well. Alright guys, I really hope that you are taking SQL exercises really seriously, because this is one of the most important language, as you know. And if you have any queries regarding SQL, you can mail me or you can comment below, and I would be happy to assist you. And if you want to know more about it, please connect with me. Also, I really want to mention that in the likes of Chat GPT that we have, even if you log into the Chat GPT and query there, and you will get the script defined for you to use that. But that doesn't mean the SQL developers or the people with the knowledge of SQL, they will lose their job. That doesn't mean that, because ChatGPT right now is useful for you to get assistance. It will help you to do your job faster, but it won't replace you. So, in my opinion, you should definitely learn more concepts in SQL and upskill yourself rather than worrying about ChatGPT and other AI tools. All right, guys. So I hope this was useful, and I really want you to share across this video with your friends who are also preparing for data analytics jobs. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Do subscribe to this channel. Thank you.